Hold up, Loki finally transforms? And it's not what anyone expected. Not a wolf, not a god, a giant black dragon. So massive, the entire island of Elbaf starts shaking. Yeah, this chapter just broke the power scale. Welcome to Super Synth D Studio, where One Piece spoilers hit different. If you live for wild theories and hype breakdowns, smash that like button, drop a comment, type hype, and don't forget to subscribe. Alright, let's dive in. One Piece chapter 1174 is titled, The Strongest in the World. And for the cover request this time, Oda draws Roger casually eating together with a T-Rex. Yeah, just another normal day in One Piece logic. The chapter continues directly from the previous one. The kidnapped children are still being forced to walk toward the harbor, because Gunko's arrows are still pointing in that direction, even though the ship that was supposed to transport them has already been destroyed after getting crushed by MMA Nika. But the kids can't stop walking. Step by step, they slowly approach the edge of the harbor, and they're about to fall into the massive hole in the sea clouds, created by the ship's destruction. Near the harbor, Sommers coldly says, it doesn't matter if the children die. They can just kidnap another group of giant kids later. Yeah, this dude is straight evil. Ripley and the parents rush in, trying to stop them. When they realize they can't, they just hug their children tight. Invisible thorns are still wrapped around the kids' bodies. The parents get pierced, but they don't care. Even while bleeding, they refuse to let go. And then, they all start falling. But then, boom, Loki appears. He transforms into a giant black dragon and catches them straight out of the sky. Loki's devil fruit name still hasn't been revealed in this chapter. The chapter ends with Dragon Loki, Gear 5 Luffy, and Ragnir in squirrel form, standing on top of Loki's head, ready to attack the MMA monster. And Loki's dragon form, it's insane. Even giant Gear 5 Luffy looks tiny, about the same size as when he stood on Momonosuke's head. Actually, he looks way smaller compared to Loki. If we get technical, Dragon Loki's size is probably equal to the MMA monsters created by killing him. And Leaker Reading added extra info, so you guys can picture how big Loki is. Giant Luffy is much smaller than just one of Loki's horns. If I had to compare, Dragon Loki is about 50 times bigger than Dragon Kaido. Yeah, 50. Let that sink in. And it's not just his size. Every time Loki moves, or transforms, the entire island of Elbaf shakes. The whole place feels like an earthquake. And a dragon breath attack from something that huge? That could probably erase the entire landscape. At that scale, Loki could destroy an island in one shot. Basically, ancient weapon level. That's why this chapter is titled, The Strongest in the World. But leakers still aren't sure. Does that title refer only to Loki, or both Luffy and Loki? We also see the mural again, inside the treasure tree atom. And now it's clear, the dragon drawn in that mural was Loki all along. And here's another detail. Loki is no longer wearing his eye bandages. We finally see his eyes glowing faintly. Yeah, he took them off. Probably because Luffy asked. You know Luffy. Dude's always curious. And what's crazy? When Luffy sees Loki's eyes, he's not scared. He's amazed, because Loki always remembered what his mother told him, that his eyes were a curse, something terrifying. But Luffy, he looks at him like it's awesome. And that reaction finally gives Loki the confidence to remove the bandages. Now Loki and Luffy showing up? They're about to fix a lot of problems happening in Elbaf. Because right now, there are 5 major crises in branch route number 8. First problem, the fire at the Owl Library and Walrus School. It's still burning. If nobody stops it, all the Ohara scholars' books will be gone, including Void Century information, and the ancient Harley text of Elbaf too. Centuries of history, gone. Just like that. Second problem, Usopp, Nami, Jinbei, Robin, and Brook were still tied up. But Brook shook Gunko mentally, which loosened the arrows for a moment, and they escaped. Only Robin is still trapped by Sommers' thorn vines. The only way to free her is to defeat Sommers. And now Sanji has arrived. Even though he's not shown directly, he's likely with Chopper and Gabin. Because earlier, Hadrudin's group split up. Zoro went with Hadrudin and Stanson to the West Village, Road, Gerd, and Goldberg went to the harbor. So it's obvious. Sanji, Chopper, Gaban, and Kashi headed to Nami's group. Kashi went with them because without a giant, travel time would be way too slow for normal humans. From here, they'll split up to solve each crisis. Jinbei, Usopp, maybe Chopper will probably handle the fire, but it won't be easy. Saint Killingham and his MMA monsters are still there. Third problem, saving the kidnapped children. This one is basically handled now, thanks to Loki and Luffy. They're ready to wipe out every MMA monster. But the real threat, not the monsters, it's Sommers, because he has insane regeneration, basically immortal. And the only way to beat him is Conqueror's Haki. The group heading there? Nami, Sanji, Gaban, and Kashi. Sanji wants to fight Sommers himself, to free Robin, but he'll need Gaban's help, because only Conqueror's Haki can finish them, and Gaban already has advanced Conquerors, Sanji doesn't. Kashi will probably meet Oimo too, and tell him about their captain losing his mind because of Imu's Domi Reversi. Fourth problem, the Domi Reversi giant army attacking Yorul, but Zoro already cut them all down. Even Dory and Brogy accidentally slashed each other while trying to hit Zoro. Classic chaos. Fifth problem, protecting Jaro. His life is still in danger, and we still don't know if those giants are truly defeated or not. Break next week? So yeah, Dragon Loki, Gear 5 Luffy, Elbaf shaking, and a power level that's straight up ancient weapon territory. If this isn't endgame vibes, I don't know what is. If you enjoyed this breakdown, smash like, drop your theories below, and tell me, is Loki really the strongest in the world now? Or is Luffy about to prove something crazy? Subscribe for more One Piece spoilers and breakdowns. This is Super Synth D Studio, and I'll catch you in the next one.